Beyond Kirkua, Jerome, Ezekiel Cousins, another major question about the Vikings this offseason is what is going to happen with four-time Pro Bowler team captain Anthony Barr. Will he be back in purple in 2022, or will he be gone as well? And the Vikings and Barr did a revised deal last offseason where it basically turned it into a one-year ask or get off the pot deal. He took his base salary down, basically cut it in half, and then the Vikings added a couple void years, which we got to take it on the chin a little bit. But the question is, will Anthony Barr be back? We put that out to you, the Jeromes, and 9,500 voted, and 66% said nah, and 34% said yeah. Now, part of the yahs and nahs could be factoring in Anthony Barr's potential costs, because if it's low, I think that percentage of yeah certainly goes up. And also, some fans just don't have the time of day for Anthony Barr, because even though he's played great in spurts, they always just remember, as Zimmer saying that, he coasted in 2016, all that stuff. Plus, I love this picture, man. So this is from the Thursday night game in LA at the Coliseum. I loved it because these are the OG Rams uniforms that they need to wear full time. Plus, look who's in that picture. Jonathan Sullivan. Sully. That's right. Actually, 40-year-old Sully right now could probably play center better than Bradbury, but is what it is. And like we said, Anthony Barr, he was a bad man. He was a bad dude at UCLA, and he was a hand in the dirt D end. He was a stand-up outside linebacker, rushing and just getting after the quarterback. And Zimmer, Zimmer turned him into a strong side linebacker that drops into coverage, doesn't really rush the passer, was great in run defense, and he's been fine. But I just felt like there was so much more potential with Anthony Barr that they didn't scratch the surface on. And I don't think that he's going to get monster money in free agency. I know the PFF, in a video we did yesterday, estimated him at 2 years, like $14.5 million. I don't see that. I simply do not. I think either way, it's going to be a one-year deal. It's probably going to be for less than 5, even given his previous contracts, because there's a bunch of things working against him. Yes, he's a 4-time Pro Bowler, but he hasn't made one since 2018. This isn't baseball. We don't pay you for what you did. We pay you for what you're going to do. And he's only played 13 games over the last 2 years. He had the pec last year where it cost him all but 2 games. And then that knee injury, that mysterious knee injury that really slowed him down in training camp and then didn't allow him to get onto the field until partway through the season this year. And in fact, he hasn't played a full season since 2017. So injuries are certainly an issue. Also, he's likely going to be asked to change positions for the first time in his NFL career, back to his roots. I showed up in boots and ruined your black tie affair. So they're probably going a 3-4 team is probably going to pick him up to be a rushing outside linebacker. And also, he turns 30 in March. How does any of that add up to big free agency money? I don't see it. But here with the Vikings, even though it's a new regime, it's a new day, it's a new dawn, Kendricks and Barr still have a great chemistry. And I think that Ed Donatel, and I think that Mike Smith, I think that all of them, they recognize that. And I think there is a lot of value in keeping some leadership structure in place. Because Anthony Barr, for some reason, like Eric Kendricks has never... It could just be personality. Like Kendricks is a quiet, very understated guy. Like he's never wanted to be that guy wearing the captaincy. He's never wanted to be that guy wearing the green dot calling plays, because even when Anthony Barr was out, the green dot when he was here went to Eric Wilson. When this year when Anthony Barr was out, the green dot was with Nick Candlelight Vigil. So it's interesting because I think that relationship where Anthony Barr is that captain, is the face of the linebacker core, is that guy who lines up the defense. I think that relationship with him and Kendricks allows Kendricks to be Kendricks. And frankly, I would like to keep it even in a change up of scheme. So Anthony Barr on the edge as a stand-up outside linebacker, hunting, getting after the quarterback, even at 30, even with some marginal health, I think that he could still be that guy. But like we said, we're not going to pay through the nose. So 1 year, $4 million with a couple of incentives, would that entice him to bring it back? Could that even lower his cap number in 2022? Would be kind of nice. But looking at the Vikings linebacker situation now, again, this is shooting from the hip. We don't know how things are going to shift out. So I just listed on the edge for linebackers guys who could move into stand-up. So that's why I discounted Patrick Jones and Kenny Willekes, who I see as much more as 5-tech. So whatever. But you got Danielle Hunter, if you keep him. DJ Wanham. Oh, I listed Willekes. I lied. Then also, Janarius Robinson is a freaking guy as well. So could you imagine? Anthony Barr is back. Danielle Hunter is back. And then all of them and DJ Wanham just standing up in a rotation, getting after that quarterback. Woo, woo. Come on, man. And then off-ball linebackers, you got Kendricks, Blake Lynch, who I think is going to really step up, especially if Anthony Barr leaves. Chaz Surratt, the third-round pick from this year out of UNC. Troy Dye, Ryan Connolly, Tuff Borland. Nick Hanley Vigil is probably not going to be back. So sometimes you want to hang on to the past because it's safe. It's because it's what you know. But also, you do have to make some changes. Like, do not let good be the enemy of great. And if the Vikings were running the same 4-3, running a very similar defense to what Zimmer had here, and then Anthony Barr was still asking for 8, 10, 12 million per year, I would say no. Absolutely not. But the caveat of changing the defensive scheme and moving Anthony Barr into a role which he has excelled in the past in college, as well as he has the skill set for, even at an advanced age, even with dubious health, on a cheap deal, yes, with his intangibles and leadership, I would bring him back. But yeah, we'll see what happens. We'll see. But 2/3 of y'all say nah, and a third say yeah. And again, we always phrase these in will they be back, as opposed to do you want them back, because those are two very separate questions. But we'll see what happens with 55 this offseason. Your thoughts on our thoughts. Poll results. Will Anthony Barr be a Viking this season? Let us know in the comment section below. Subscribe for daily Vikings takes. Want to support the work? Put a little something in the Venmo. But until next time, Skol, production value.